Hi, this is Thunder E from Booredatwork.com, and today we're doing our full review of the Nintendo Wii U. So again, happy Thanksgiving, and thank you for checking out what we have. So on the big screen on a controller, you have two different scenes. You have the Wawa Plaza on my TV, and on my Wii gamepad, I have like my option menu to go into different things. This is the first thing you see when you turn on your console. You have the Wawa Plaza. What happens here is that you have the ability, basically Nintendo's online framework is basically shown to you at the get-go. So basically right now you're seeing all the games that are available and what people are looking at, what people right now currently in the Nintendo Wii U world are looking at in the US. So you can see people looking at Scribblenauts, you have Nintendo Land, you have Zombie U. The cool thing about it is you can go in and you can check out and you can actually find out what people are discussing about. So because you can toggle between the controller and the TV, I'm going to toggle by tapping that on the screen. So I'm going to say Zombie U. I can zoom in, see people's sketches, I can view the post, I can go to profile, I can see what people are talking about. A lot of people are sketching on this thing, which is pretty cool. And I like that you can save the Mii's if you want to. So say for instance I go to this guy, I like his sketch. Now the cool thing about this is that I can go to eShop and buy Zombie U. I can view his post, go to profile, and close. We'll check out the eShop in a second, but let's go to view his post. Now the one thing about the Nintendo Wii is that you jump from section to section. There's some load times, and that's the thing that annoys me the most. The load times are the most annoying parts, but in general it works out still very well. So I can go through, you can see I can scroll through a lot of people, you can hear people's posts. It's almost like a like, if you will. Of course you can comment by either writing or typing. So for instance, I can either type my comments in here, or I can actually use the stylus to write my comments in there, which is pretty cool. Now I can go into this person's profile. The cool thing is that no more friend code, so actually I can actually follow the person, kind of like following on Facebook or Twitter. Unfollow if I want to, back, I'll still follow the guy. And I can send a friend request and type something out, or just send a request. And if he wants to be my friend, he can add me and he's added to my friends list. That is how it is. Very simple, very easy. You have your activity feeds, community messages people send you, and notifications. So that is how easy Nintendo's finally made its online framework, and it's probably one of the best parts of the Wii U. The reason why I say it's one of the best parts is because the Wawa Plaza allows you to discuss with people and find out things about games. So for instance, a lot of people have said, Zombie U hasn't got a lot of good ratings or reviews, but in the Wawa Plaza, a lot of people love it. So that's might change my mind to say, hey, you know what? This is actually pretty cool. You can see somebody's making a comment there. Nintendo did the right thing about community. This is a pretty cool thing. So the community aspect is actually very nice on the Wii U. So we've seen all that. Let's look at some of the other basic functions in the Wii U here. So as we toggle between screens. Now you have your home screen here, which is kind of similar to what you have in your Wii. You have your game, which is always in the top left-hand corner, your Mii Plaza, your settings. Then you have Netflix, YouTube, Hulu, Amazon Prime. Those are now available, and you will need to update. Now the first thing is when you set up your Wii U, you're going to have to spend probably 45 minutes to do the first initial updates to set up the online framework and a bunch of other things, which will happen, and you just have to do that. And then you have to update each of these accounts. Now below you have your Miiverse, you have your e-store, browser, Nintendo TV is now available, and notifications. Let's go into the Miiverse. Is still basically what we saw with just communicating with Mii's. Now the e-store is pretty cool. That is actually quite expansive, and Nintendo's done a fairly decent job in actually putting games in here. Now as it says, you can only navigate the e-store using your gamepad, which means you need to have this gamepad. What Nintendo has done is try to basically almost force you to use this as the primary source of interaction with your Wii U. And as you can see on the screen there, and the same thing on my gamepad, is that it shows you all the titles, and I can download every single title offline. So basically a game like Zombie U, see I can scroll through, I can check out Zombie U here. It will show me, I can purchase it, and basically you can purchase, store on your console or on your hard drive. I can check out more details if I want to. Again, this is my problem. There's a lot of load times in that. Hopefully they try to fix that up. But you can see it shows you, and there's also some gameplay video here, which is very nice to see. And you can see your balance where you can add your card, your menu, and your search. You can search for games. So this is a very nice and simplistic way, and they've done a very good job at that. And if I hit the home button, it takes me out. And what happens is that it shows me who are my friends online. It shows me my friends list, my Miiverse, my eShop, my internet browser, Nintendo TV download, my controllers, Wii menu, and manual. If I go to friends list, anyone can add me. Name is Thunder E. It's very simple. So if you want to add me on Nintendo Wii U, go ahead. You can see, so Don's added me as a friend there. I've added a few friends, you can see. So again, my friends list, I can see that's me right there. See my friends online. I can see what they're playing or what they played last. Let's see, someone's waiting for a response. I'm waiting for a response from someone, to add me. So there you have it. It's very cool, very simple. I've only added a few people here, but you can register friends. And register friends is just put in their screen name, Nintendo Online screen name, and that's pretty much it. So let's get out of here. And you have the video chat, which it basically allows you to talk from one person to another, but that requires you to actually set up a time to call because there are no notifications, so hopefully they fix that. So we have all these different services, Netflix, Hulu, Plus, and YouTube. We'll try and go through some of them just to show you. Problems, just the load times can be a little extraneous, but we'll cut into that and we'll see what we have. So here we have Hulu Plus. You can see it shows us on the main screen what's on Hulu Plus, and it shows us here exactly what we're looking at, the main featured item. We can toggle between the main screen and this screen, and to toggle, all we have to do, I believe, is, well, if I'm not mistaken, start and select, or we can watch now by hitting X. Sorry, yeah, you can toggle back and forth between what you watch it on your TV on the screen, and I can bring that up. As you can see in this, South Park goes down. So it works with, this is how Nintendo wants to basically make your Wii U, the main, especially the gamepad, the main source of your entertainment. Of course, you can plug in your headset in there in the headset jack. As you see, my Wii U is plugged in. The battery life for this, the gamepad, is about 3.5-4 hours. So you can spend a good time gaming, and you get enough gaming on there. But Nintendo really needs to come with a better battery solution. The good thing is that the battery itself is replaceable, so you can unscrew it, and hopefully we get better battery solution for this. So at least that is something that at least they thought of down the line. So that's just showing you Hulu Plus right now. Ad is playing, but you get the general idea. And if I hit the home button, that should take me out. I can close the software. So let's take a look at some gaming on the Wii U. Before we go into that, let's look at the Pro Controller. So the Pro Controller here, of course, I have it in black here. The Pro Controller here looks like a standard Xbox controller, or actually more reminiscent of the Sidewinder. It's got more of a similar PS3 layout, even though the PS3 analog sticks are here, but both analog sticks are not separated by angular distance. You have your D-pad, which is very nice, and the buttons. You have 4 LEDs here. The LEDs show you indication which controller this should be: a power button, home, plus, and start. And you've got your L, R, and your Z, L, and R at the top. So it's a very comfortable controller, nice to use. The only problem I don't like is the glossy finish on top. I wish it still had the same finish below. At the bottom you can take out the battery eventually, I'm sure, and replace it. You also have a sync button. But in terms of gaming, this is a very comfortable controller to use. So let's go ahead and jump into Black Ops. Nintendo Land is Nintendo's flagship device. I'm sorry, flagship software, pretty much in the likings of Wii Sports. So basically, this is the game 4 that will define the Wii U. Now, Nintendo Land, you need to use for you to play the game, you need to use your gamepad, which you can use as a viewfinder. As you can see here, I'm using it to look around. I'm getting a different viewpoint each time, as you see on the main screen as it changes. Of course, you can look around with your analog stick. Your right analog stick and left analog stick is to move. And of course, you can jump with R. Now, you have about 8 mini games in here. Mario Chase, Ninja Strike. Some of them are multiplayer, some of them are single player. Now, you have a lot of Mii's within the world, which you can talk to people and find out who they are. This character has visited for me, but do you want to invite them into the Nintendo Land? No, I don't want him in here. So you can, find out about characters and also add people. But there is no online gameplay, so you actually can't play online at this point. Now, there are quick ways to actually jump into different mini games by just actually tapping on the screen. There's a drop-down menu, shows you some of the solo attractions, shows you some of the team attractions, shows you some of the competitive attractions. Sorry, I said competitive. And these you can't play by yourself. So let's go into some of the games that we're going to point out, because that is a very easy one to play. Again, these are a bunch of mini games, and they're actually pretty good. Very responsive. Something you can spend time just racking up points and scoring as going as high as possible and scoring as possible. All right, go ahead.
Know your enemy.
Usually with all these games, they will give you an instruction, tell you how to play it. You can always skip by just hitting the select button, and you choose how you want to hold it. So I'm gonna hold it flat. Okay. Turn it the other way around. So I'm just gonna drop this on here. You can see ninjas on screen. Woo! American Ninja! So you get the idea of the mini games. It gets harder, trust me. It actually gets quite difficult. It's quite easy. We're going to do about 6 levels and ninja bosses start fighting. So yeah, you get the general idea. So I'm going to actually close this. Quits. And try a different game. So if we tried that out, let's try Metroid. I'm going to do the assault mission. Play 1, of course. Fight in the air. Why fight on the ground when you can fly? And there we go. Stage 3. And you can see each time your meat goes in, he jumps in and transforms to the specific game. So you can see the controls: strafe, climb, turn. Yes. And you can see I'm playing from this screen here. Now graphically, it's looks very good. Of course, doesn't matter what you have. Oh crap! I just got killed by somebody else. But you can see how good it looks. As you can still see what I'm playing on the main screen. And just to show you what we have here. So that is online gameplay, and see how smooth it was. No hiccups, no slowdowns. Very, very well handled, solidly. So let's take a look at Nintendo Land, and then we'll wrap up this review. All right, so the Nintendo Wii. What is my final conclusion here? I really like the system. I like what Nintendo has done. I think this is a system that's for everyone. There's still things that I don't like. I don't like the load times. I don't like the time it takes to go through from one screen to another. I think that could be sped up quite immensely. But I like what Nintendo. I think the best parts is actually Nintendo's online has been very very good. I really give them props for actually taking the job to just making the online almost mirror the Xbox to a certain degree, but added their own uniqueness, especially with the Wawa Plaza and the community setup that they've done there, which is fantastic, and I really applaud them for that. Gameplay with the gamepad, I put that in reservation because we need to see more games to take advantage of it. I've only played Nintendo Land and Call of Duty Black Ops. Nintendo Land is fun. Tries to use it in very different ways. Call of Duty, I like it for the local multiplayer. I don't have to play split screen anymore. I can actually play on this, and say a roommate or a friend uses the big TV. It works out well, and it's fantastic, and it works out pretty good. The other services like Netflix, YouTube, and Hulu Plus are always a great addition, but we'll have to wait and see when Nintendo TV comes out how that would add more to the system, and if it does, that would be a great addition. But overall, I like what they've done. The controller works well. It's solid. Some people says it makes noise. You can hear that. That's actually the buttons here because they're actually meant to be a little loose. So there's nothing wrong with your gamepad. I wish they improved the battery, so hopefully they can come up with a better battery solution for, or at least a third party can, for the Wii U gamepad. But overall, if you're thinking of picking one up Black Friday, go for it. I say go with the $300 version, the 8 GB. You can always expand it with your own hard drive, up to a terabyte if you want to. And hard drives are cheaper, and instead of you getting 32 gigabytes, so that is an option for you. And again, you can buy all the games off the Wii U game store, Nintendo eStore. So go ahead and do that. Solid console, good start. Hopefully we see more games take advantage of this and see how well that goes. I haven't played Zombie U fully. I've just done some hands-on, so I will pick that up and I'll give you a just it will be like a semi-review, just me playing along with the game to see how well that works. So if you have any questions or any comments, let us know. Don't forget to subscribe to all our pages on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. It's all Booredatwork with 2 O's. So this is Thunder E saying thank you and always enjoy entertainment.